So there's one skill left that I need to make sure you know how to master if you really want to get what it is that you are demanding from life. And it's all coming up today on BASi6. So it's not how you dress, it's not how you look, but it is how confident you feel about yourself that makes you incredibly unstoppable and full of conviction. Today I'm going to show you how to be so ridiculously confident and unstoppable in everything that it is that you are doing right now. Are you ready for this? There is so much incredible information that we're actually going to break this down into 2 days. Oh yes, my friends, it is 2 days of unstoppable, incredible confidence. And not just any confidence. I'm talking about crazy, unstoppable, sexy confidence. Oh yeah, it's that good. First step, when in doubt, act. The worst thing that you can do when you are feeling scared, nervous, discouraged is to just stop. Okay, stopping isn't going to get you anywhere. Let the goal scare you just a little bit. That's okay. But you've got to act on it. Remember the story of the devil? That garage sale he was having of all of his finest possessions? But there on display on a golden pedestal was a worn out, torn and tattered wedge. He wouldn't sell it for any price. Why? Because it was his wedge of discouragement and it's where he knew he got you. If you're immobilized by fear, by doubt, by worry, you won't move towards your goal. But if you act on whatever you can, you will be moving in the right direction. Inactivity breeds fear and doubt. Idle hands do the devil's work, my friends. Get busy. Act on something. If you're doubting where you can really go with this, well, there's no harm in picking up the phone and making a care call. Get to know some new people in your organization. Make a new friend. Find a new person to help you with events. I bet you'll find your next leader that way. At the very least, you'll find somebody that wants to host a class. Now that's winning in the face of doubt and fear. Look, I know that it's a really great feeling to just stay within your comfort zone. Stay with what you know. Don't change. Don't be too out there. Don't be too bold. Because we start to think, what are people going to say? What are people going to think? Well, that, my friends, is holding you back. Okay, do something every single day that pushes you just a little bit farther outside of your comfort zone. That's where you're going to start to find the new opportunity. That's where you're going to start to breed new ideas. You know, I often hear about having patience. Something I don't really have a lot of. If I get an idea, I want to see the results. I don't have time for this timeline of waiting. I want it now. So I've had to start getting comfortable with waiting. It's that gestation period of when I planted the seed, the idea, to when I get to reap the harvest of it and reach the goal. That space in between can get quite uncomfortable. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how long it's going to take, and you just want to reach the goal. I get it. Oh, people do, I get it. But if you do something to break outside of your comfort zone every single day, like embracing the unknown, doing activities that you didn't have planned, being spontaneous with them, do something that breaks you out of your comfort zone every single day. A pop-up class, care calls. You will never be able to grow in your comfort zone, ever. You only expand outside of it. Trying something new Every single day is how you're going to grow. So ask yourself, what are 3 things that you can do today that you're not quite so comfortable with doing? A Facebook Live video? Why be nervous of that? If you start talking to yourself in the mirror every single day while you're getting ready, you'll get more comfortable with having candid conversations. Now start to prop up your phone in that mirror. Get used to that phone being in your face. Next step, when you are ready to do a Facebook Live, you have that camera pointed at you in selfie mode, and it feels no different than if you were talking in front of the mirror. Give it a try. What do you have to lose? Break outside of your comfort zone. Reach out to your downline and ask them for help with your next class, maybe a topic that you're not yet comfortable with that someone in your team might be. Go ahead. Jump. Just jump. Hit send. What's the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen has already happened, my friends. You didn't reach the goal. Break outside your comfort zone today. I dare you. What would it look like if you started to put the focus on others? Work with the people in your team. Listen to them and their ideas. See what they might want to try or come up with. Ask your members what they would want to see for classes and activities and educational workshops. Just because you might not like something or feel comfortable doing something, what if it was the one thing your team was craving? How would your growth look different then? By putting the focus on others, you're giving them the opportunity to step forward and really shine. And in that moment of them being able to do so, they'll reach a new level of confidence. They might find a new passion that they want to run with. You see, this isn't just about you being the one to lead and do, but this is about inspiring and motivating others to want to lead and do. But if you don't give them the opportunity to step up and help you, you'll miss that chance. Put the focus on others in your team. Put them in the lead. Without you asking them to be a leader, without you asking them to build a business, just ask them for their help. Give them the opportunity to shine. By doing so, you'll start to cultivate mentors in your own team that you didn't even know were there. How? Duplication. That is how you cultivate mentors. That is how you attract builders, attract leaders. See, we can't build leaders. We can't create leaders. You don't build legs, but you can cultivate these in your organization by attracting them to you. How do you attract leaders? How do you attract legs? How do you attract growth? By being attractive. By making what you are doing look so attractive that other people want to duplicate it. Go back and look at the last week and ask yourself, with everything that you did, would you follow you? Did you make what you were doing look attractive? If we want to cultivate new leaders in our team, then share what you know. Make this look so incredibly simple. Make it look easy. That is duplicable. But knowing scientific data, compounds and constituents, knowing research facts is not duplicable and doesn't appear easy. My friends, I can't stress it enough. The people coming to you to learn from you, they just want to know how to do what it is that you are doing. So share what you know. By doing so, you will attract new people into your organization that want to duplicate what it is that you are doing. And that, my friends, is how legs start to form. But what's not attractive is negative talk. Now, whether that be negative self-talk or talking negatively about others in your organization or upline or crossline, talking negatively about the shipping process or products, talking negatively and expressing your frustrations, that is not attractive. It won't attract people. Keep your talk positive, and not just your self-talk, but all of your talk, and see how things start to change. But if you have been falling short of your goals, go back to that self-image statement and ask yourself, how positively have you been thinking about yourself and in the ability of your goals and in the ability of others? It's amazing what I hear some people say. I don't have any leaders that will step up and do this. I have nobody that wants to take responsibility. I have nobody that wants to take action. They say they want it, but then they don't. That's all part of negative talk. Pay attention to how you are talking about yourself, about others, about everything related to your business, and start turning that into a positive. Remember, we have the ability to accept or reject. So when you start feeling those moments of frustration, reject it and originate a new thought based on what you want that will reach you towards your goals. If you stop and think about these emotions for just a moment, when you start to feel annoyed, when you start to feel frustrated, when you start to feel negative, when you start to feel overwhelmed, overbearing, that's the moment you need to realize that thank God for your awareness, because it's bringing to light how you feel. It's making you aware that what you're feeling isn't right and it isn't in harmony. But if you still try to push through and force the process, that's when you're met with disharmony. That's the moment that it would do you good to go back to that first chapter and read the paragraph from Touching Lightly. And ask yourself, what is my point of support? Is it in me or is it outside of me? Because every time the answer is you. You are your point of support, nothing and nobody else. That will help you start to eliminate the negative talk, which comes from frustration, which comes from unmet expectations. The mind comes finally to take on the nature of the influences which dominate it. Understand this truth and you will know why it is essential for you to encourage the positive emotions as dominating forces of your mind and discourage or eliminate the negative emotions. A mind dominated by positive emotions becomes a favorable abode for the state of mind known as faith. A mind so dominated may at will give the subconscious mind instructions which will accept and act upon them immediately. A positive mindset. Keep your self-talk, keep all your talk positive. Remember, if you do not conquer yourself, then you will be conquered by yourself. I want you to go back to each one of these key points and really look at it deeply and assess how it's fitting into your daily life. Ask yourself, where could you have given it a little bit more? Where could you have made yourself go just a little bit farther? Where would you have been met with different results had you applied these simple steps? I think you'll find the answers quite interesting, my friends.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah, times are changing. could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Larger, larger than, bigger, bigger than, living hopes and dreams. Every boy and girl, higher, higher than, brighter, brighter than, all you wanted, and you know you could be.